Good morning, everyone. We're Group 3, and this is our comparative report regarding the immunology between plants and animals. So, as we already know, the immune system is the body's defense mechanism against infections, disease, and foreign substances. It works by recognizing as well as attacking pathogens while also distinguishing them from the body's own cells. Pathogen is any organism or particle that can cause disease in another living thing. Examples of these are bacteria, viruses, fungi, worms, prions, as well as parasites. A healthy immune system plays a big role in maintaining homeostasis, or the body's own stability, and ensuring everything stays in balance. So, the key components of animal immune systems. First, we have diverse immune cell types. So, the immune system is composed of a variety of cells. For animals, we have like lymphocytes, macrophages, and dendritic cells. The macrophages are also called big eaters of the immune system. They recognize pathogen pattern to activate the innate system, signaling other immune cells. The macrophage is also responsible for the process of phagocytosis, which will be tackled later on in the presentation. Dendritic cells pick up antigens and track down T and B cells, as well as it is responsible for activating the adaptive immune system. The innate immunity system is the body's first line of defense. It provides non-specific protection against pathogens. Example of these are the skin as well as the inflammatory responses.
Adaptive immunity dynamics. This type of immunity develops over time, meaning the plant becomes more resistant as it encounters different pathogens. It involves the activation of specialized cells known as lymphocytes, particularly B cells and T cells. B cells are responsible for producing antibodies that recognize and neutralize harmful organisms, while T cells destroy infected cells to prevent the spread of disease. Through this process, the plant's immune system becomes stronger and more efficient, giving it what we call a kind of immune memory against recurring threats. Now, let's move on to overview of plant immune systems. Just like humans and animals, plants also have their own ways of protecting themselves from harmful microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Their immune system is made up of several layers of defense that work together to detect, block, and fight off infections. These include physical barriers that prevent entry, defense, chemical defenses that stop pathogen growth, and pattern recognition receptors that help identify invaders. Altogether, these systems keep plant healthy and able to survive in its environment. Next, we have the physical barriers. These serve as the plant's first line of defense. The most important ones are the cell walls, waxy cuticles, and bark, which form a stronger shield around the plant's surface. These structures act like armor, preventing pathogens from entering plant tissues. For example, the cuticle, a waxy outer layer on leaves and stems, blocks water and microorganisms from getting in. Even a pathogen manages to pass through, the cell wall helps delay its spread, giving the plant more time to activate other defenses. Aside from physical protection, plants also use chemical defenses to fight off pathogens. When a plant detects an infection, it can produce special compounds called pathoalexins and pathogenesis-related proteins. Pathoalexins are toxic to pathogens, while the other proteins help strengthen the plant cells and activate more defenses. Some plants even release chemicals that signal nearby cells to prepare for attack, like sending an early warning to other parts of the plant. This chemical response is one of the key reasons plants can survive despite being constantly exposed to harmful organisms. And lastly, we have pattern recognition receptors, also known as PRRs. These receptors are found on the surface of plant cells. Their role is to detect common molecular patterns from pathogens called PAMPs, which stands for pathogen associated molecular patterns. Once a PRR recognizes a PAMP, it triggers a series of immune responses inside the plant cell. These can include strengthening the cell wall, producing antimicrobial chemicals, or even causing the infected cell to self-destruct to stop the pathogen's spread. In short, PRRs help plants recognize invaders quickly and respond effectively. Overall, these different components, adaptive immunity, physical barriers, chemical defenses, and pattern pattern recognition receptors work together to protect plants from diseases and ensure their survival.
Innate immunity in animals. It is the body's first line of defense against infection. It provides immediate, non specific protection against a wide range of pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Unlike adaptive immunity, it does not require prior exposure to an antigen. Immediate response. Innate immunity responds rapidly upon infection. It detects pathogen through pattern recognition receptors, also called as PRRS, that identify common microbial structures. This quick reaction helps contain infection before they spread. Barriers. Physical and chemical barriers from the first defensive shield. Physical barriers. Skin and mucous membranes block the entry of pathogens. Chemical barriers is a secretion like saliva, tears, and stomach acid destroyed microbes. These barriers play a crucial role in preventing pathogen invasion. Phagocytes, such as macrophages and neutrophils, are key immune cells that engulf and digest pathogens. They recognize invaders, release signaling molecules, also called as cytokines, and initiate inflammation to create more immune cells to the infection site. Their activity ensures a rapid and effective immune response. Adaptive immunity is a specialized defense mechanism that develops after exposure to specific pathogens. Unlike innate immunity, it provides long-term and targeted protection through the actions of lymphocytes, or the B cells and T cells. Initial exposure. When an animal first encounters a pathogen, lymphocytes, or B and T cells, recognize unique antigens on the pathogen surface. This triggers the adaptive immune response, leading to the production of antibodies and the activation of cytotoxic cells to eliminate the invaders. Memory cell formation. After the infection is cleared, some lymphocytes differentiate into memory cells. These cells called These cells remember the specific pathogen, allowing the immune system to respond more efficiently if the same pathogen invades again in the future. This forms the basis of immunological memory. Rapid response. Upon re-exposure to the same pathogen, memory cells quickly recognize it and initiate a faster and stronger immune reaction. This rapid response prevents reinfection or reduces the severity of the disease. demonstrating the long lasting protection provided by the adaptive immunity.
Plants also have their own protection system. The first type is the physical defense. They have thick cell walls, like a wall or shield that prevents germs from entering. They also have a waxy cuticle, a layer on the outer surface of leaves and stems that works like a plastic cover. It keeps water out and also stops germs from getting in. This serves as their first line of defense so pathogens can't easily enter. However, if there's damage or an insect bite, it becomes easier for germs to get inside. While physical defense acts like a shield, chemical defense works like the plant's medicine or alarm system. If pathogens still manage to enter, plants use chemical defenses. They produce phytoalexins, which are chemicals that can kill or slow down the growth of germs. They also have antimicrobial substances which work like a plant's natural antibiotics. These chemicals can also send signals to other parts of the plant, activating their defenses as well.
The dynamic immune responses found in animals. So the animal immune systems are known for being highly adaptive and complex. They use specialized immune cells like white blood cells to identify and attack harmful pathogens such as viruses or bacteria. What makes them dynamic is their ability to respond quickly and remember previous infections, giving long-term protection. As shown in the picture, we can see an image of an immune cell, most likely a T cell or a macrophage attacking pathogens. The bright color represents how active and responsive these cells are when fighting off infections. Advancements through understanding immune systems. Finally, understanding these immune systems help us make advancements in science. Research on both animals and plants can lead to major improvements in agriculture and medicine. For example, by studying plants' immunity, we can create crops that resist diseases. And by studying animal immunity, scientists can develop better vaccines and treatments for various illnesses. The photo shows scientists in the laboratory conducting experiments, representing how comparative immunology contributes to developing new strategies that benefit both health and food security. That's all. Thank you, everyone.